Hey guys, so today I want to share with you how to customize a pair of shoes, and the pair I'm using is Finley by JustFab, and this is what it's going to look like when we're done with it, but I have a step-by-step tutorial after this, after I explain it, to share with you what I did. But basically, I just really wanted something special for my wedding day, which I got married December 22nd, 2012, and I couldn't find anything. Like, I looked everywhere. I even considered getting a pair of Louis Vuittons, which I would not suggest getting a pair of Louis Vuittons and painting it, but I would highly suggest going to JustFab to get an amazing pair of shoes, and you can paint it. I mean, it's only $39.95, and they have a lot of sales going on all the time. They're constantly having giveaways and sales and stuff like that. So I bought this pair, and it is Finley, F-I-N-L-E-Y, and it was solid gold. See where the heel and the toe, completely solid gold, the whole thing. And it was such a gorgeous shoe, but I didn't feel like it was different enough, and my colors were gold, navy blue, and white. So I really wanted something different, something that's going to pop, and to make my day, to make my big day even more special. So I knew I wanted a cap toe heel. I could not find anything. I knew I wanted blue, and for a while I was going to do turquoise because that was the only color shoe I could find that had a cap toe heel or gold accents of any kind. So I kind of just played with it, taped it off different areas, and just left it like that for a few days, and like tried them on periodically throughout the day to see how I still felt about them, because I didn't want to completely commit and paint the whole thing and then not know. So basically I painted this part and left the back of the heel not painted, and then I went ahead and painted the back heel and decided to leave the this stiletto heel part, I guess, like the fabric. And it's not a glittery, it looks like gold glitter from far away, but you probably think it looks like gold glitter, but it's more of a fabric that, I don't know how to explain it. It feels more of a fabric than it does like someone sprinkled glitter on it. So it's really well made. I'm very happy with it. And I decked it out with a few things knowing that I was going to be in them for hours and hours and hours. I put a heel thing here. I put a little toe pad at the bottom. And it was just amazing. These made my day so special. And everybody's like, oh, let me see the shoes, let me see the shoes, let me see the shoes. And so these were kind of like my statement piece for the wedding, even though my gown was so gorgeous, which I'm hoping to show y'all some pictures soon whenever the photographer gets done with my pictures, so I can share them with you guys so you can see my dress, because I'm really happy about it. But oh, also I put a non-skid little pad down here, which you can all get this on JustFab.com. They're called Fab Soles, and a lot of times you can get them whenever you're checking out if you have extra points, or you can go ahead and buy them. I think they're like $9 for a whole kit of one set of a heel, two of the skid things. There's a black one and a clear set, and there's a full foot pedal, and then there's just the ball of your foot pedal down here. So these, I love these shoes so much, and what I love about them is that I can wear them again. I didn't want to just get like a pair of strappy white sandals that I'm probably not going to wear again, you know. I really wanted something that screamed me, and these definitely did the trick. So I'm really excited. But this method can be taken with, I wouldn't do this method with suede, but I'm doing it different. I'm not just spray painting these shoes because it's not going, I didn't really want to do that because I didn't know how I was going to do everything. I didn't want the inside. I just felt like that was way too much taping. But throughout painting it, I noticed this gold trim on the middle, and I just went ahead and kept that instead of painting the rest. And what I did was I used Wet n Wild's Blue Moon nail polish. I've used it on my nails. It's been in favorite. I've loved that navy blue nail color for such a long time, and I really like the sheen to it. I was like, well, why can't I use a nail lacquer instead of paint? I feel like it might last longer and be more shiny and the true color that I really wanted. So that's what I did. I painted it white with their white nail polish, and these are like 99 cents. So this costs in all, let's see, $39.95 plus 99 plus 99 plus $3 for the tape, which I only used half a roll of tape, or not even half a roll. It probably cost $45 in all to do a gorgeous wedding shoe. So I'm really excited with this. So if you're interested in seeing how I painted this, then just keep watching. Items you will need: a roll of Scotch painter's tape, a ruler or fabric measuring tape, Your white base, I'm using Wet n Wild's French White Cream, and your desired color, I'm using Wet n Wild's Blue Moon. And also a pencil to mark. First, you're going to mark where you want your cap toe to start, and then you're going to get a good bit of painter's tape and start taping off your line. And first step, just lay it on top and smooth it down as much as you can, and use the sharp end of your ruler and make sure it's really snug and stuck to the fabric. Next, turn it on its side and stretch the tape straight down so you can get a clean vertical straight line. And when you get to the bottom, just fold the excess over the bottom of the sole, and then sit it back straight. And since it went over a curve, there's going to be excess material, so just like fold it together and push it down. Do the same thing to the other side. And see, just pinch it together like that and fold it over. Now that you have this down, you're going to take your ruler and smooth out the edges to make sure there are no like dents so the paint doesn't seep under the tape. And once you have it flat down, go ahead and peel out the excess and rub it down some more. You really want to make sure it doesn't seep through because you really only get one shot with this. So this is what it looks like. And then you can also tape off the other end, but I think I can do it without it, and it kind of wouldn't stick anyway. So first I'm going to do shake up the bottle of white primer. I'm just going to call it primer. And you see where the gold trim is right there, or detail. I don't want to paint that because I think it'll make it a little bit more special and store-bought instead of handmade. So you're just going to do little brush strokes at the stitching. And once you get to wherever you taped off, you want to leave a little space from the tape and the white primer, because no matter what, you will see the white paint if you paint directly up to the line. And don't worry, we'll cover it up whenever we go with our outer color, but go ahead and line it all the way around. And once you line that, you can go ahead and start with the bottom part. And you can go ahead, you can work in sections if you're more comfortable, but I just wanted to go ahead and line the whole thing. And after I do this, I'll fill it in. But with the first shoe I did to play with it to make sure I knew the right style and how much I wanted painted, I just worked in sections to make sure this color was going to really pop. And that's how I knew I needed a white primer for that. But I also like to use the brush that came with the nail polish because it allows me to be more precise and works a lot easier. So you're going to let that sit there and dry for about 15 minutes. And you can go ahead and start applying your main color. Mine is Blue Moon by Wet n Wild. And go ahead and do it around the trim and the border like I did the white. And make sure you cover up all of the white all the way up to the trim. But you're going to see the white poking through the first layer. But don't worry, we're going to put on the second coat. And go ahead and, whenever you get to the front of it where the tape is, go ahead and paint all the way to the tape and all the way down to the sole of the shoe. Be very careful and make sure you don't get on the sole. If you need to tape it off, you can, but with a small brush, it kind of allows you to be a little bit more precise. So go ahead and finish the entire shoe. And see how I'm applying the paint, brushing it down instead of up. You don't want to stamp it or stab it because it's going to get under the tape and more likely to bleed onto where you don't want, because you really want a clean line, honestly. So now that you have that down, there's a lot of white, but you're just going to let it sit there and dry for about 15 more minutes. and you see a few white spots, but don't worry, we're going to cover that up. So now you're going to go ahead and start applying your second and final coat. And honestly, I got really bored and just started pouring the paint straight out of the bottle onto the shoe because I was so ready to get it done with. But go ahead and paint the rest of the shoe. And you still might have some more white spots. You can't really see while I'm doing this, but I just wanted to go ahead and fill in all the little extra white spots. And you just gotta keep playing with it till you get it completely covered and fix all the little blemishes and all that. And once you've covered the last white spot, you're gonna slowly, like seriously slowly, do not rip this off. And you don't want it to dry all the way. You want it to be somewhat dry, maybe sit for like a couple minutes, like 1 or 2 minutes, and slowly peel it off of the shoe. And if you have a clean line, go ahead and finish peeling it off. And mine does, which I was so excited about. But there you have it, got the finished product. So now you're just going to let it sit there and dry and look all pretty and glamorous. And yeah, that was pretty easy, I think. So alright guys, so that is how I customize my wedding shoes. If you have any questions, just leave them down below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Also, as always, you can chat with me on Twitter and Instagram and my Facebook. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to y'all soon. Bye.